sentence. This weirdo is totally in character. I'm almost certain that there's something behind this blackboard. This coating seems very fresh. What are we trying to cover up? A circular saw. God, I hope it's only for woodworking. A furnace. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. There are burnt fragments under the furnace. It's not coal. Bit of plastic. There's part of a name. Lee. I bet it's a fragment of a credit card or something belonging to Dorothy Lee, the 8th victim. There's something here, but it's tiny. This looks like burnt hair. Shelves filled with bottles. They look empty. Probably wouldn't find any great vintages anyway. This is a base for a camera. And out of order still. This cave was used to make moonshine. Old accounting book. It seems to be from the 20s. It's like being in an abandoned morgue. Claire would have a heart attack if she saw the state of this room. There's a bare footprint on the ground. A little blood on an autopsy table. There's nothing more natural, Claire would say. But in a squalid cellar, not so much. condemned door. I think there are traces on the wall. I can barely notice them with the naked eye. The microscope reveals tiny traces of color on the wall. They need to be analyzed.
It'll never work.
The killer left a message. Dead? For his sake, I hope she's not. Something weird about the sleeve. There's a tear and some discoloration.
It'll never work.
Just as I expected. Stains that look like blood have appeared on the shirt. If I send this blood sample to Claire, she could perform a more thorough test. An empty base, probably used for a surveillance camera. It's sealed. This label's for me. Okay, I think I got the message. Label with Hawker's name on it. Something tells me the killer's not too fond of him. Hernandez's name is on the label, as long as it's just a dummy.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I took blood samples on a lab coat from a man I haven't been able to ID. It could very well be the killer's blood. I'm sending you the results of the test I did.
Okay. I'll run a complete test and compare it with the other samples linked to the case. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
floor has been scrubbed in this spot. Not a good sign. Shit. Given the amount of blood, someone's not having a good day. A note left by our friendly neighborhood butcher. One chance. I have no idea what that means. Dolores. Dolores Wilkins, the killer's first victim. Janet. Janet Connolly is the third victim we found. Joyce, as in Joyce Dickinson, the second victim. Olivia Wong, the last victim in 2006. Dora. Probably Dora Simon, the fourth victim. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. The electric chair that Hernandez mentions in the recordings should be right here. There's something shiny on the ground. What is it? Looks like little pieces of broken glass. Gotta take a sample. A lever. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints on it. The lock on this door is busted. A fuse box. The circuits are completely fried. There's blood on this broken glass. Someone must have cut themselves walking on it. Poster. I can't think of the actress's name. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. These inscriptions seem really awkward. I wonder who actually wrote them. This tap seems to be working. It'll be useful if I need water. I doubt this collar is just for decoration. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here. Message left by the killer. Too late. If he thinks he can throw me, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. Damn, that piece of shit bit me! I feel better. A message left by the killer. The antidote is kept in a cool place. I'm sure he thinks he's funny.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found some sort of electronic collar. Hernandez mentioned it on her voice recorder.
Interesting. Let me see. The collar can receive a signal which sets off an electric shock. The intensity is variable, but it can go high enough to be fatal. The lock is pretty secure. Whoever put this system together is a real pro. Nice work.
Good lord, you're like a little kid with the latest gadget. Keep the collar, we'll send it to the lab later. And remember, no drooling on the evidence. I knew it. It's the killer who wrote these inscriptions. Part of his sick little game.